Hey guys, Sarah here. I am a personal trainer and I have done several meets and cut weight for several meets. So today I wanted to take a moment. I often talk to my clients about this, so I feel like it would be useful to have on the worldwide internet, maybe not, the difference between weight loss and fat loss. Okay, so let's start with weight loss. Weight loss is anything that's going to cause the scale to go down that may or may not equal fat loss. So let's talk about some of the ways it's not most likely going to equal fat loss. The first way is if you sit in a sauna, you're most likely losing water, and that water will come back on in a day or two. That's the same with any sort of like hot tub, hot bath. The saran wraps you put around your waist that make you lose water weight. That's another way that you'll see the weight come down because you've lost water, and then once you drink the water, it comes right back on. The next one is smoothies. I've seen some where people are drinking smoothies and they lose a lot of weight very quickly. Some of that is because there may already be a calorie deficit figured out in the smoothies, which of course means there is some fat loss. But a lot of that actually has to do with the fact you're not getting full fibrous foods, so you have a lot less sitting in your GI tract, which means really you just lost a lot of shit. So that's why you weigh less. It's kind of ironic. Okay, not funny. All right, the third one is, again, same thing along that lines, the fiber manipulation. So, for example, when I go to a meet, if I am like a kilo or two over, a lot of times I'll just eat stuff that doesn't have a lot of fiber in it. So I don't have a lot of stuff sitting in my GI tract for the last 3 or 4 days before a weight cut, and I'll weigh like 3 or 4 pounds less on the scale. Crazy. This also confuses people because they will eat really bad for a while. So like, let's say they're out with their friends and they're eating like sausage and chocolate and pork, and they're like, man, my weight's down. Yes, your weight is down because you have less stuff sitting in your GI tract. But over the long term, if there wasn't a calorie deficit, you would ultimately gain weight. Okay, so that's when I think of weight loss, it's usually manipulation of fiber, water, or electrolytes to cause a weight loss of the body, but that weight loss may not stick around, meaning your scale will drop, but it most likely will rebound back. So let's talk about how we get fat loss. So fat loss, in order to get fat loss, you actually have to have a calorie deficit. The hardest part about this is actually figuring out how many calories you need to eat, and you can do that by using a basal metabolic calculator and then figuring out approximately how many calories you're burning a day. A lot of people overestimate the calories they're burning. They think they're way more active than they are. In my opinion, it's better to underestimate how much you move and get extra weight lost because you actually were eating less than you were really burning, than to overestimate that you move a shit ton and you don't, and then you're really not losing that weight. So that being said, what you'll do is you'll find out your basal metabolic rate, let's say it's 1600, and you find out your exercise per day is about an additional 200 calories on top of that. So your baseline is 1800. To maintain your current weight is 1800 calories. And to lose weight, you need to have a deficit. So it could be 100, it could be 200, it could be 300, but just for ease of purpose, we're going to say you eat 1600, which is a 200 calorie deficit. Multiply that by 7 days a week. That's 1,400 calories in a week that you're in a deficit, assuming you don't do anything you aren't supposed to. And that means you're losing like a little under half pound a week. This is why people get frustrated, because it takes a really long time. And that's just how weight loss is. So another way I like to think about this for clients, because they get really tight on the week, and then they're like, oh yeah, well, I was like, what'd you have over the weekend? They're like, 6 beers, a pizza, and nachos. I'm like, okay, so that all adds up to the 1,400 calories we just created a deficit for all week. So you just have to make sure that if you're eating in a deficit, that you're not just throwing it all away on the weekends by eating all those calories back. Another option that I really like to do with my clients, and this is going to be fun because I am not good at saying numbers out loud. You take your 1,800 calories, which we know is how much you can live on and your exercise is worth, right? So you take the 1,800 and you multiply that by 365 days. You get 657,000 calories. Ooh, got that, Jesus. these large numbers. I'm not a math person. Okay. And you subtract that by 21,000 calories, which is equal to 6 pounds, because you take the 3,500 and you multiply it by 6, and that's how I got the 21,000 calories. And you're going to end up getting 636,000 calories for, if you divide that by 365 days, for 1,742 calories a day. Now, you can take your 636,000 calories that you have for the year and divide them however you please. Just suit yourself. You just got to make sure you actually stay in that for the whole year and you're not eating away the weekends or eating too much throughout the year. Because I think what people forget is this is a cumulative process, and not like a single day. They're looking at like a single day or a single week, and they need to look at more like in months or 2 month spans. Okay, clearly saying the numbers is a bit confusing, but hopefully you still get the idea. So there's like a total amount you get per year, subtract how much weight you want to lose, that's how much you have, and then make that work for you. I mean, that means in theory, you could have 3,500 calories one day on a cheat day. You just got to make sure you account for it the rest of the way so that you can actually lose the weight. All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful. Like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what I can do better. Obviously, math is not my strong suit, but we got it done. So thanks again. Have a great day.